What is going on, guys? Welcome back to As Told by Dice, Mine of Phandelver, episode number 5. Sorry about the delay, but we are here.
We are here.
Hello.
I'm here.
We're all good.
Yes, you are,
Mondo.
Mondo.
Game now.
Yes, you are.
How's everybody's week?
Okay. Good. I'm chilling.
Man,
I thought it was
it's
Monday.
not been good. Just kidding.
I've won both weeks of fantasy football so far, and it's my first time ever playing.
Let me ask you, who's your quarterback?
Tom Brady. I love that little cheater, dude.
He'll get you your
Dude.
points. You know who will get you real points though is Kyler Murray. Let's go fucking Cardinals.
Yeah, oof. I played him my first week, but I won.
Yeah, he put up points in fantasy so far.
Mondo, you're not really a sports ball person, huh?
Tom Brady. He was like the middle one, right? It was
Middle?
Greg, Tom, and Bobby Brady, right?
Yeah.
And
I have no clue if Tom Brady has brothers. So.
and they were, and their dad was busy with 3 boys of his own.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They had Alice to help take care of things.
Yeah.
Alice.
There's like a whole bunch of them, wasn't there?
Alice Belichick,
Just
right?
How's Belichick? Yeah.
Wasn't
Oh, wow.
wasn't there a whole bunch of them that like lived there?
Yeah.
Yeah, there were there were 6 kids: the mom, the dad, the dog, Alice, the maid, and they had Oliver, the little kid that showed up like in one of the last couple seasons.
I guess you could say there was a bunch of Bradys.
Yeah. There were. But yeah, I've been having fun with it. It's been a good time. I played football or basketball last year, and I finished like 4th.
My only issue with fantasy football is I have, of course, as a kid from Arizona, I am an Arizona Cardinals fan.
Mm-hmm.
But when I'm playing fantasy football, I always end up caring more about individual players. I'm like, I don't want the stress of winning or losing money.
Yeah.
Because I always play in money leagues.
Yeah.
And then I don't want to like ever have to root against my team because then I just feel weird.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I'm just gonna stop playing fantasy football and I'm gonna watch my Cardinals and hope that they win.
Boo. Or just play fantasy football and
I'll do like
it's
the
hard.
weekly things, but I'll never like the DraftKings stuff. I'll do weekly
I don't
DraftKings.
do the DraftKings thing.
Every once in a while I'll do a DraftKings like every couple weeks.
I've never
'Cause
done it.
I'm just really smart when it comes to football.
I'm interested in trying it out. I've just never done it.
It's cool. It's whatever.
I thought it was only legal in like certain states or something. But they did just legalize sports betting in Oregon like I think 6 months ago or a year ago or something. Or maybe it was longer ago. It wasn't that long ago though. It was somewhat recently.
Learn something new every day. I didn't know it was
Outside of that, anybody else got anything going on? I have something cool going on, but that doesn't matter here.
Yeah, it does.
I have been.
We
I
care
thought
about you,
it.
Castle. We like the stuff you do.
I thought about it in my head, and I'm like, it doesn't really matter. I am participating in a beatbox battle in October. I did my submission video Sunday.
Can we watch and or listen anywhere? Do you know that yet?
I mean, it's uploaded to a Facebook page. I don't know if you guys can get access to it though. I mean, I have my video, so
we'll
you
be
wanna
able to see it later. Yeah.
Yeah, I can send it to you on Discord or whatever.
Yeah, hell yeah. That's awesome. That's in October.
I should be if I make it. I say so confidently it's on October. It's October 16th if I make the cut.
How do you know if you make it?
Submissions just ended Sunday, so I'd have to talk to the guy running it about when they're announcing the results.
Gotcha.
But it's probably going to be at least like a week or 2.
Okay, cool.
Can we use your beatbox video as when Bacon puts this on the YouTube, right? I mean, can he use that for like an intermission? Like we could put up like an intermission title screen, and then there's like a couple minutes of you beatboxing, and then it's like then back to the show.
If he wanted to.
Jordan makes music, so maybe you could record some beatboxing and then send it over Jordan's way, and then Jordan can make us some music with that too.
I can make
straight.
It could get crazy.
I mean, if you do producing, some of my sounds could be good. So I can make some nice bass.
And then we can just
bass.
start. All of us can just start rapping or something. It'll be really fun.
Yeah.
Or like country music or something. I don't know. We'll figure it out. We'll have each of us will have our own genre. We'll do. But anyway. All right, we are a little bit late, so let's get to playing. I'll go ahead and
Achievement
recap
gained.
this.
Shoot first. Ask questions. Questions never.
Bacon's whole setup just kind of froze. Like,
Did it?
yeah.
Am I still frozen?
No, you're not still frozen. I'm refreshing stream to see if it. Nope, we're good.
Yeah.
We're good. We're fine.
We are? Huh.
Kind of.
Interesting. Yeah.
Not 100%.
Stream did die. It looks like the bitrate's trash.
The bit rate's always trash.
But it's
My
being
bit rate-
recorded, so we're all right.
Yeah, my bit rate.
No,
man,
it's not
it,
right,
like,
man.
it
It's not right.
fluctuates like. I'm just like,
Yeah,
look
no,
at these speeds I've got. I've got the greatest speeds ever.
Oh, yeah,
And the next thing I know, it's like everybody's just like, yeah, your bit rate's trash. And I'm just like,
Yeah, stream died.
Yeah.
So
figure it out.
for you seeing the recording, hi. While we're dealing with technical difficulties, what's up?
There,
It's-
I
yeah,
we
it's
should
my
be
fault.
back up now.
I had to do dad stuff. It's all my fault.
Let's see.
Welcome back.
Do we? I'll go ahead and recap us. So we started in Ravenhill Inn.
Yeah.
Well, Jaakko and Tonk did, and then Castle's new character, High C, is maybe native, or at least has been here for a long time, and has a friend. And as they were coming to us at Ravenhill Inn, we were some sort of weird monsters descended on us that had like
Husks from
husks from
fucking Mass Effect.
Mass Effect, yeah. So, but we killed those, which it wasn't easy. And then we were going to meet back up at the Ravenhill Inn to head to, I believe, Tresendar Manor. But we, Jaakko and Tunk, went to Sister Leilani's house instead of the other house that was abandoned. Or
I forgot that this was happening.
Yeah,
Oh.
so I think we might get blasted by Sister Leilani, but we'll figure it out.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
You know what would really help in this situation?
A turtle
What?
All
shell.
Dragonborn Paladin to talk to the religious lady.
Yeah, maybe
Yeah.
she eats dragons. I don't know.
It's cool. I'm a
Maybe.
really good liar, so we'll see how this goes.
Mhm.
It's
We'll
okay,
see
my
how it
new
goes.
character's okay with lying, so have at it.
Oh yeah. All right.
Okay, yeah. So you guys have like broken back into Sister Leilani's home to rest. Like it's not like it's not like you're up to no good.
Yeah.
You're just trying to get some rest. And yeah, so there's this woman there, and she is like standing there. She is wearing like she's wearing a white robe. Underneath, you can definitely see she's wearing a chain shirt.
Okay.
She has a long sword in a scabbard. She has a shield, which is like now like kind of resting on the floor. But as I said, her hand is glowing and she is pointing it at you.
Mm-hmm.
And she's just
Are
like,
they sideways like this or like this? That's how.
the hands?
Yeah.
Sideways.
She's sideways.
Okay.
It's sideways
Oh,
like
fuck,
this.
it's
for real.
serious.
It's for
She's
real.
like this.
She's
Yeah.
gonna blast her ass.
She's about this life, Bacon. You're fucked.
This is what she looks like.
Mm.
Despite the gray in her hair, she does not appear to be all that old, but she does have big gray streaks in her hair. So she is just like,
Okay.
so before I put an end to you, I mean, do you care to explain what you're doing in my home?
Well,
We come in peace.
we do. We're not here to fight. We're here to lay low.
Lay low with Leilani. We just thought it was rolled off the tongue nicely, and we thought that you seemed like a nice lady.
And to be fair, yesterday, this house was abandoned.
Yeah. So we thought we were just gonna kind of squat on it for the night, to be completely honest. But
She,
if this
she,
is your
like,
house, we would love to stay here.
She chuckles, but like not in a not in a very like amused way.
Yeah,
And she's like, abandoned? Or maybe I just wasn't home.
Well,
Wait, who told us it was abandoned? How
no
did
one.
we
I'm
find
making
that
it
out?
up. I think you did.
Oh shit.
Well, okay.
When Teargast goes back to his house and closes his store, is his store abandoned?
I mean, I guess
Jeez.
maybe. I don't know. We just
We're
got
from
attacked. We're
we're
not
from
here.
we're from very far away, and we do things differently there, and we're sorry that we overstepped our bounds here.
She's still
Yeah.
pointing the finger.
Yeah. So
Where are you from?
Faerun.
Yeah.
Why did you
What did he
come
say?
here?
We didn't want to. We left a cave, and then the mist formed, and then we were taken here. And now we've been trying to get out. We've been attacked by several people, lost a friend already, and had to bury him. And to be honest, we just don't trust people. And we knew that you... I lied before. We knew this wasn't a band. We knew this was your house because we came looking for you before. But we thought this might be a safer place for us since we've been attacked several times.
Yep.
That's why we're here. So, as my friend
We're
here
just-
said, we were just planning on squatting for the night and then leaving.
Give me a persuasion check if you wouldn't mind.
Both of us, or
Just
Okay,
Tunk.
just
right
Tunk,
now.
okay.
Yeah, just Tunk.
Not great. 8?
It's not great.
not terrible though.
No.
Don't be so hard on yourself, man. Come on.
You seem awfully nervous, Tortle.
Yeah, well, you have energy in your hands. And
Yeah.
I don't want to be attacked again.
Are you casting magic at us? What's happening?
I'm debating casting magic at you.
Well,
Listen, do you want me to put my all my stuff, my weapons on the ground or something? Because, like I said, we
Yeah.
come in peace. We're just trying to lay low here for the night, and we will be on our ways. I could even pay you a small amount if that would help.
I don't need your money, but yeah, putting your weapons down would be a good start.
okay.
Okay.
Set him down.
So I'll set my bow and my dagger down.
So you realize I am the
She continues to hold the pointing, glowing hand at you, but she's examining like your wounds and stuff. I mean, because you guys are still both like at least kind of hurt, right?
Yeah, no, I would definitely be bleeding like in front of her.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been hit for 7 HP.
Yeah, I got 10 out of 33, so
Oh yeah, you're hurting.
I'm hurting. I'm
Tom
messed
has a
up.
Scratch on his shell.
Yeah, I'm like
Jaakko is fucked up.
I'm like trying to talk my way out of this, and I'm like bleeding out of my mouth because I'm like I have like internal bleeding. I'm like,
Every once in a while,
yeah.
So
'Cause I-
the hand
'cause I've just
stops
been
glowing,
shanked.
and she's keeping an eye on you. She's just like both of you. She's like, why don't you sit at the table there? Get off your feet.
Okay. Sit down. So,
I'll put on some tea.
okay.
So who have you been fighting? Who did these? Who did this to you?
Well, we fought, like, I don't know, Assassins of the Mist when we first got here. They took one of our friends, Gilmore. And then...
Rest in
Grimly.
peace. Rest in peace.
they took Grimly.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Grumbly. No, it's
Grumply.
Grumply.
I always say
Grumply.
Gilmore. I always call him the wrong name. Fuck.
Gilmore.
I miss Gilmore.
Grumply. Dude, rest in peace, Grumply.
Gilmore was watched
but
earlier.
Grumply was taken, and then we went to go talk to the disciples at the Slaughtered Lamb, and they just attacked us. And in that attack, we lost
I didn't mean to for all that. Sorry.
we lost our friend Toltos. We buried him in the trees east of here. And
Sorry to
then
hear that.
one of our friends, Clarissa, who came with us at the beginning, she left. Don't know where she went. And then we went to go sleep at the Ravenhill Inn, and we were attacked by, I don't know, zombies
Yeah,
or...
zombie. I don't even know how to describe them. Like rope.
They had like blue...
They seem like undead.
They
Yeah.
did seem undead.
Automatons.
Yeah. So,
They were.
it's been a day.
Yeah. So
Sounds like it.
it's been.
It's
Yeah.
been one of those days, you know.
Yeah. Would you by chance have a healing or like a health potion or bandages or something? Like, I'm pretty messed up here.
She tosses like some bandages and stuff like onto the table. It seems like she's still kind of keeping her distance, but I mean she doesn't seem as wary.
The gun's
I'm
only
getting a better
slightly
look at her.
sideways.
Yeah.
I mean, she looks, now that things have kind of calmed down, she looks like she's been hurt herself. She looks a bit like beat up. It looks like she hasn't had a great day either.
Okay.
I would imagine nobody in the town did after what happened. I mean, what?
Probably.
I mean, maybe that's a regular occurrence in this dimension.
Were
Thursday
you sent
again.
from Faerun, or did you find yourselves here accidentally?
What's that?
Were you sent from Faerun, or did
We-
you find
no,
yourselves here accidentally?
We found ourselves here accidentally. Yeah.
We were in Phandelver in Faerun, and we were doing a job. We had just cleared out Kragmaw hideout, which was a goblin hideout. Killed some goblins for some coin, and on our way back, we were transported here.
That's right.
And you actually ran into members of the Great Horde in the mist, huh?
Yeah,
Yes.
we killed 2 or 3 of them, or at least
But we
think
lost
killed
somebody.
them, but they kind of
took one of us.
back in the mist, and yeah, they took Grumply.
Well, you're either very lucky or you've got some sort of skill, so that's good.
It's probably
Probably a
What are your-
combination of the both. Yeah.
Aside from resting here in my home, what are your plans going forward?
Well, we were told sort of that the things that attacked us at the inn were potentially coming from the manor on the hill. So, seeing as we've been told also that the disciples, kind of hang out around there too. They killed our friend, so I think it's time to get even. But we were just sleeping here again so that we could keep an eye out and make sure that there were no snakes in the grass, so to speak.
Yeah.
All right, so perhaps not so lucky, but wise and a bit skilled. That's good. And so she turns to get the tea, and you notice like her back, like she has got like a hell of a burn mark. It looks like something like blasted. Well, you guys hung out with Toltos. It looks like something may have hit her with like some sort of like electricity. And there are also a couple of really good slashes in her white robes, like in the back. She's kind of muddy. You see, she is a little beat up, but she turns back around, and she brings a tray with like 3 empty teacups. She sets it on the table next to the bandage. Are you applying the bandages?
Yeah.
Okay. She pours you each some tea. It smells really nice. It smells very like pepperminty.
Okay.
She takes a cup and she drinks.
I think I'm definitely gonna sit down and start to drink some.
So, what happened to your back?
Yeah. What happened?
I want to roll an insight check on you before I tell you what happened.
Sure.
A lady
Yeah.
never
Let me
shocks
do
and
that.
tells.
Because she's been talking to you for a little bit here now, so I mean, like, she's got like a.
If she is
Yeah.
a good read of character, she'll probably figure it out.
Yeah.
I've been tasked by with a mission by the Harpers from your world in Faerun.
Whoa.
There's a hag in the nearby long abandoned town of Conber. She has a couple of books they're trying to get their hands on. I went to speak with her to see if I could make some sort of deal, and we disagreed on our terms.
Oh. Okay.
I see.
You seem to have disagreed strongly.
We did. I dare say I was lucky to get away with my life, but
And what were you getting for? Well, you said the Harpers from Faerun gave you the mission. You can transport between worlds.
Yeah.
not anymore. Not ever since I became a cleric of Ezra. I am of the Vistani. I don't know if you haven't been here long, you may not have met any of my people yet.
I don't know. There's so many names.
chuckles at that, dude. Like there are a lot of names. It's
Yeah.
if you didn't expect to find yourselves here, I imagine there's a lot that's very confusing. My people of Vistani can travel freely through the mists.
Can you bring
And
people with you?
sometimes.
I
Interesting.
think this is what they were talking about with the, they were transporting goods or something. Remember, they were able to like bring them.
Oh, that's right. That's right. That's right.
Yes, many of my people they do work for the Wolfmaw Coster, and they transport goods throughout the mists. While we were traveling through Faerun, I made friends with a couple of folk I later learned were members of an organization called the Harpers. After talking with them for a while and befriending them, and they decided that I might be able to help them get information in and out of the mists. And I agreed. I was still traveling with my family at the time. Later, I became a cleric of Ezra. And she kind of gestures out towards the shrine that's outside. Unfortunately, I lost the ability to travel through the mists, but I still, my family, when they come, I use them to send messages and other packets to the Harpers in Faerun.
So
the books.
Your family lives in Faerun still? Why don't they live here with you?
They travel throughout the mists. They're wanderers.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I kind of know about that. Not through the mist, but wandering.
The books that the Harpers are interested in, there are two. One, pardon me, I got hit with a lightning bolt. One of the books was written by a man named Van Richten. He's well known in the mists. He's one of the mist walkers. He's one of the ones who has been through many of the domains, and he's taken quite extensive notes. Another book are notes written by a wizard named Mordekainen.
Okay.
So the Harpers, I'm not exactly sure what they want with the information, but I do trust them. I imagine that they're probably trying to help people who become trapped or lost in the mists. I'm not sure. Do you know any of the Harpers?
Have either of us heard of the Harpers?
I've not heard of the Harpers. No.
Yeah, you don't have to have heard of the Harpers, but I mean, I would definitely say if you would like to have heard of the Harpers, you've probably heard of the Harpers. I mean, like, you might not know any individual Harpers, but they're a pretty well-known faction.
I would probably know of them at least.
Sure, yeah, absolutely. I would say so, yeah.
Yeah, could I roll too for that?
History, maybe?
Yeah, if you'd like.
I'm going to roll for
Or if you'd like to just know of the Harpers, I mean, like,
sure.
You could also do that. But
Yeah,
if you want to leave it to chance, I mean, you could.
Yeah.
Jaako's like,
here, guys, here's the free information. Oh, you don't
I think
want it guaranteed. Okay.
The Harpers, I definitely have heard of them while living in Neverwinter.
Yeah.
What do I know about them? Like, what are they known for? Do they search for, like, secrets, or what do they do?
Yeah, so what you would have known about the Harpers, especially based on that role, is, I mean, like, you'd know some pretty good information. They basically are they're a society. They're trying to do good. They're trying to help the little guy. They don't want all these big powerful peoples and kingdoms are doing all sorts of stuff, and they're for the little guy.
Gotcha.
Cool.
Yeah, you've heard good things about the Harpers from
Yeah,
during your time in Faerun.
I've heard of them while I was in Neverwinter. They kind of, they're known as good guys. So,
do you know them as good guys?
I do know them as good guys.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah. Cool.
So what are your plans for the disciples?
Well,
Because I for one would love to see them run out of town.
well,
I would
town
like to see
masters are
them. I'd like to see them all dead.
I'm typically
That-
not the type of
that works
person
too.
to. I like to fight, but I don't necessarily need to kill them. But they kill Toltos, so
Yeah, they killed my, you know,
I
one of
don't.
my squad. So I feel like they've crossed that line and they need to die now. You know.
Especially, we were just gonna go in and have a drink with them, and then they just decided.
Yep.
So, I'm gonna pay them back with what they paid me.
Well, I would be careful.
We have.
They were when they first got here, the core group of them. I mean, I'm positive. I mean, I've talked about it with other folk in town who are a little more well versed in these things, but it was a group of deserters
Yeah.
leaving as far as they can, like to the edge of the mist here. Once Glassstaff arrived with a couple of others, I don't think he is a deserter, but I think he's taken command of them. I don't know if he's promised them amnesty or if he's displaying them, but they've become a little more organized since he's arrived. He definitely has some sort of purpose, and I'm not sure what it is.
Huh. And you said that there were people around town who knew a little bit more about them than you. Who might they be?
Eleni Greyfield. She owns she has the orchard out back.
Yeah,
She points in that direction.
we talked to Eleni. She was really nice.
The town master, I'm pretty sure, knows something as well. I'm not sure how much she knows. I know she's afraid.
She seemed afraid.
Yeah.
I mean, with good reason. These people are dangerous, and most of our townsfolk are, they're just they're miners, they're farmers.
Understood. How about do you know High Sea? Does that name ring any bells?
That strange wizard.
Is that what he is? Yeah, him.
I
He was a little
believe
strange,
so.
But who am I?
I haven't spoken with him, but I've seen him. He seems to be a little confused at times. Seems like a harmless fellow, I suppose, unless you irritate him.
Yeah, I guess
I couldn't say. I couldn't say what he's like when he's angry, but
You won't like him when he's angry.
from what I understand, he's doing quite a study on the mists. He seems quite intrigued by them.
I'm intrigued by a lot, but good to know that he has a reputation to not be a dirtbag. Kind of been all we've run into, sort of. I mean, I guess the folk over at the inn were nice, and tear gas.
Tomas and Natalia.
Yeah.
Tomas is probably one of the nicest people you'll meet in Phandelver.
Yeah, he's been very helpful. He fought with
Yeah.
us, actually.
Yep.
Well, you're welcome to stay and rest here. I suppose you. It doesn't seem like you mean me any harm.
None. Can we? I don't know.
And if
help in any way?
if Tomas fight with you, well, it seems like you have business of your own to take care of. However, one of the other reasons I'm looking for these books is not just because the Harpers need them.
Mm-hmm.
I'm hoping. I'm not sure. There is a cave around here called Wave Echo Cave. It's an old mine from before Phandelver was pulled into the mists. The people here in Phandelver have used it on more than one occasion to escape the Great Horde, which is returning. When they come, they take everything in their path. They raise entire towns, and just about everyone they meet just becomes part of the Horde. This is one of the few places that's avoided that fate, like for as long as they have, and mostly because of that cave.
Yeah, we've heard about the cave.
Yathamir shifts. What happens? The mists will, when the Great Horde rides through another domain, whether it's in the mists of Ravenloft or somewhere out in the out like in your world, for instance, it seems to take the essence of whatever area. I'm not sure if it's a copy, like an exact copy, or if like it's just split. But I mean, as you probably know, you said you were doing things in Phandalin. I mean, there's a Phandalin here, there's a Phandalin there. Most of these places that get absorbed into Yathamir are eventually overrun, they're destroyed, they're abandoned. The Great Horde comes and they just fall into ruin. This is pretty much the only place that has stood for any length of time, mostly because of that cave. But every time the mists shift in the area, the terrain shifts as well. So the cave is never in the same place twice.
Yeah, we heard that.
I am hoping that something in Mordekainen's or von Richten's notes may help us figure out where the cave is, so that when the Great Horde descends again, we can take the people of Phandalin to safety. Should you survive your encounter with the disciples, and I pray you do, if you could help me retrieve these books from the hag, that would be greatly appreciated. And I'm sure the people of Phandalin would, well, they'd owe you their lives, but I'm sure they'd thank you too.
Wow.
Definitely something to think about, but I mean, I got nothing better to do. I'm kind of not where I plan to be at all, and there's not really much I can do about it, it seems like. So, I mean, yeah.
I think once we're done getting our revenge, then I think we can definitely talk, because we want to go home.
Yes.
So if we can make that happen, and if this hag has a book or books that can potentially give information, then yeah, we'll be back.
Well, I will definitely do what I can to help you get home. With any luck, my family, next time they come through town, will be able to transport you back to Faerun.
That would be great.
Yeah. It would be awesome.
Dope.
Well, Sister Leilani, is there anywhere that you would like us to sleep?
I have the chair by the fire. There's my bed. You're more than welcome. One of you is more than welcome to use the bed.
You can have the bed.
One of you can use the chair. No, I'll be fine.
Well, I'll go. I'll sit by the fire for now.
Yeah, I'll probably just lay by the fire. Could I maybe sleep under your bed? I know that might sound weird.
These are the mists of Ravenloft. Nothing sounds that weird. If you wish to sleep under my bed, by all means do so.
All right, that's where I'm gonna sleep.
Cool.
So you guys are going to take a rest.
Yep.
Long rest? Yeah, you guys can take a long rest.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
Icy, where were you and when
I
going?
was in the kitchen.
In which kitchen?
In the kitchen.
Oh,
back
you were
at the
still in
inn,
the kitchen
studying
back at
a
the
body.
Inn, yes. Yeah.
Because there's multiple levels to how High C thinks.
Okay.
You inferior creatures just do not understand his high level thinking.
So what is it you're trying to do here in the kitchen with the body? Like, Natalia looks a little upset.
She left. She left before I went into the kitchen. I made
sure.
That's right.
Yeah. She took the.
I made sure to take the path of least resistance when I did this.
Okay.
I'm using the table as like an autopsy table, and I'm kind of like cutting it, and like it's not the human parts of the anatomy that I care about, because that's all old news. I've already studied human bodies. I have plenty of detailed drawings in my notebook about those. What I want is all the wiring and the magic, and I'm just kind of figuring out how exactly it works, what it does to humans, what kind of magic is it, that kind of stuff.
Give me an Arcana check, please.
Probably open my character sheet here. Where's Arcana? There. Oh, I have to scroll up for whatever reason. That's weird.
The Arcanas.
I'm kind of good at this shit.
Kind of, yeah, that's good.
24.
Oh yeah, look at that. That's very good.
24.
Man, you're not sure, to be honest. However, I mean, there is definitely some sort of like necromancy magic, which isn't always bad. I mean, like, you know.
Well, yeah, of course, but it's like a dead body.
Bringing people back to life is necromancy. Yeah, so there's definitely some sort of necromancy going on. What you're not too keen on, though, are like the mechanical workings. This is not the kind of stuff you have seen before. So you know that somehow, like these piercing wires seem to be magically producing some sort of fluid. And like, you know, taking a look at it and stuff, you see that the fluid has the ability to help creatures regenerate. Not to the point where like someone could come back to life or possibly even like regain like a lost limb or something, but it basically keeps it's necromancy that's keeping the muscles moving. It's keeping the whole system moving. The brain, not so much. It seems that the tendrils, like as you're like pulling some of these, like they're kind of like withering back into the boxes. It's keeping the brain functioning just enough, like that these people can probably follow very simple orders. But there's almost definitely no consciousness like worth speaking of.
Right.
Like, you know, they're not able to like make their own decisions. Someone's going to point them, and you know.
Is there like an empty flask anywhere in the kitchen?
No, but there's a full one that like you could easily like pour into a sink or a basin or something.
I'm a like empty.
I mean, if you look around, you could probably find an empty one, but I imagine that there's something next to you that's full.
Immediately just dump whatever's inside of it out, rinse it out a little bit with water, kind of dump it to make sure it's dry, and I'm going to try and get as much of this liquid from the wires as I can.
Sure. Whatever's going on with these boxes, yeah, it definitely seems to be producing it. You're not sure from where. That definitely seems to be some sort of
I'm going to collect
evocation magic. It's like it's coming from somewhere, but it's not like, you know, there's no like storage vessel in it. So yeah, you're able to probably collect like like let's say a potions bottle's worth.
Perfect. I can use this for experiment.
Drink it.
I won't be drinking it. A scientist doesn't drink. Scientists make someone else drinks and then takes notes on what happens.
I'll drink it. I'll drink it.
I bet you would.
Wen comes into the kitchen and she looks and she's just like, But then she just looks at you. She just looks at you in the eye and she's just like,
it would be really hard to look at me in the eye. It'd be more like she looks at me while I'm like digging through. But like it's like one of those moments in like the TV shows where like I know she's there and I'll talk to her like I know she's there, but I'm still looking through the body and doing my autopsy.
Yeah. No, she like comes down and she looks at you like she gets in your face and she's like, stop.
What?
And she grabs like his tablecloth or something. It could be a horse blanket. And she throws it over the body and she just keeps. And you hear Tomas outside. He seems to be like talking kind of excitedly and stupidly with somebody. Like he's kind of like put on some sort of like hayseed kind of demeanor. He's like, oh yeah, and then these things came down and they were all like, woo, and the guys, these strangers, these interlopers who were in town, they were like, we're just gonna mess these things up, and I tell you, they got themselves hurt awful bad, but yeah, they killed those two that we got outside, and then they were hurt real bad, and they run off. They run off back towards the road, bleeding all the way, and the one that was left, it just followed them. It just was just hauling Heine down the road, following them. And another voice just kind of sounds disinterested, just like, uh-huh. Well, if you don't mind, we're going to take care of these. Oh, sure, no, be my guest. I mean, they're just messing the place up, and I mean, they'll probably scare away my dinner guests. So yeah, no, by all means, do as you will. And you can hear some like flesh tearing type sounds, and then you hear like a whoosh. It sounds like something has just like burst into flame. And the voice is, so which way did they head? Oh, they headed up north towards the road. You said they were bleeding? Yeah, they were all hurt pretty bad. Not your boy though. Your boy seemed to be, he was gunning for him. He seemed real upset. Don't see any blood in the road. Well, it's been raining awful hard, so I mean, I wouldn't expect you. But there's some there. All right, if these interlopers come back to town, it'd be worth your while to let us know. You can, one or two of us will probably be at the at the slaughtered lamb later. Absolutely, I'll send someone over to slaughtered lamb if I see these interlopers. These guys were up to no good, I'm telling you. Up to no good. I mean, you guys are here to protect us, right? That's what I've been hearing. So if you're gonna, yeah, it'd be great if you could just protect us from these interlopers. And that seems to be the end of the conversation. But if this guy had anything to say, he didn't say it. Well, you do hear them kind of like trudging off into the mud. Gwen is like, they gave me the bodies.
Yes, we knew they would. That was part of why I stayed.
Tomas comes in and he's just like, I think I convinced them that they were that those other two had run off, and that this one followed them. And he's like looking under this like horse blanket or tablecloth, or maybe it serves both, which is now just like all goopy.
Well, I do clean work, all right. How dare you? With a 24 Arcana check, I did a clean autopsy.
Are they burn the others? Are you done with this one?
Do I need to be done with it right now?
I'd prefer if you got it out of my kitchen.
Does he have like a decently big fireplace, something that would fit a body?
He's like,
I just look. I didn't say it. I just look around.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, there's like an oven. There is a pretty big fireplace.
No, oven won't work. I need like a fire pit.
I mean, we could move it to the basement, or we could hide it in the stables for now. I mean, there's no horses in there.
Where did they set them on fire?
I heard Sister Leilani's is empty.
Right out front.
I'm gonna drag the body to the other bodies, and I'm gonna tell Tomas, go grab me some oil for lanterns.
Sure. Yeah, he goes and he gets you some oil.
And I'm just gonna cover the body with the oil and then firebolt.
Okay. So there's another body burning.
And I'm gonna stay close enough that if I see someone coming, I can hold an action, and then I would cast minor illusion as a reaction to someone if it's someone I didn't trust, like if it was somebody who was like looking for the body, I would cast minor illusion to make it look like 2 bodies burning instead of 3.
Sure. Yeah. All right.
I may be crazy, but I'm a smart cookie.
Is there anything else? I mean, do you need to rest?
Yeah, I 4 hours, about all I need.
Okay, you can go ahead and take your rest as well if you wanted to continue studying the devices you've removed, or like, you know, sniffing the liquid. You may absolutely do that.
No, I'll probably use 4 hours to take a long rest. Not because I'm not, well, because I'm hurt. I'm hurt. Let's just be
Sure.
honest with it. I'm at 4 of 17. I look and act very normal, but then like you look at me and I'm pulling a Jaakko. Like every 3 words, like blood just spills out of my mouth. I'm like, oh, that's probably not good. So I'll like sit in the corner of the kitchen where it's hard for them to see when they walk in, and I can just make an escape if I have to. Otherwise, I'll take a long rest.
Sure. Yeah, go ahead and everybody take a long rest if you haven't yet. And you can do that by clicking on the bed on your by your what you call it?
The bed next to your HP in your character sheet.
Yes. And you can take a long rest.
When you hover over it, it says take a rest. Short rest.
Well, for the sake of brevity here, unless Sister Leilani wants to have a conversation with us in the morning, I think we told these guys we were gonna meet him there at the inn.
Yeah, so we'll probably get up pretty early and head over there. Set my alarm on my phone, you know.
Okay. Well, I mean, 8 hours of rest is going to take you into the
Well, yeah, I
into
guess
the
what
evening.
time is it?
Yeah, it's going to take you
Oh,
into the evening. 8
it's-
hours of rest.
Gotcha. We took a rest in the morning, kind of, or mid-afternoon ish.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Gotcha.
Well,
gotcha.
should we
I
should we
mean-
stay up a little bit and go do some other stuff then before, or what?
No. I think because you had like no health. I had some, but I don't know how much information we were gonna get other than, you know, going where we need to go.
Mhm.
So, dude, nighttime might be a good time to attack this place. I don't know.
Yeah.
So yeah, when we wake up from when Tunk wakes up from his rest, if Jaakko's still sleeping, he'll let him sleep. But once Jaakko wakes up, like, hey, do you want to head back over to the inn?
Yeah. Let's head over there. I think I probably already would have been awake.
Okay. So,
I am
yeah,
sleeping under her bed. Keep in mind.
Yeah, I'm.
He's like laying towards the wall, pretending to be asleep. Like, God, these guys won't shut.
I actually lay next to her bed on the ground too, but I get in my shell, and then so you can just see my eyes looking at you. No, I'm just kidding.
Wow.
Yeah, no,
That'd be kind of a weird thing to
Hey,
wake up
Georgie.
to.
hey. Totally joking. But no,
The shell just turns towards you. Hiya, Georgie.
I'm probably like sleeping next to the fire, and I would just be like, Jaakko, until you finally.
I would hear you, and I would be like I would sneakily like backwards somersault all the way to where you are.
And
Let's go back to the inn.
being myself is 4 hours now.
All right, let's get the hell out of here.
Let's go.
Being an elf is sick. 4 hour rest, and I'm just
Sister
like,
Leilani is like, leaving
That's very
so
cool.
soon.
No, she's not asleep yet. Damn it.
you didn't like go into like the middle of the night. You went into like.
But she
evening.
was hurt. She was hurt. You know, you never know.
Maybe she took an 8-hour rest then too.
Yeah, we're gonna go back to the inn. I have an idea. So.
Yeah,
gonna
we're night owls, so.
I have
I
an
wish
idea.
you both luck, and if I may, I have a small gift for each of you. I hope it will protect you in your endeavor.
You're giving us a gift. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
She's got she approaches first she approaches Tunk. She's got a like a piece of twine, basically.
Okay.
It's like fashioned into like, you know, kind of like a necklace, and you see hanging on the end there is like a white, like alabaster white a kite shield, you know, like a
Oh yeah.
with a silver longsword and a sprig of mistletoe superimposed on it. And she's like, this is the symbol of my faith, and I hope it brings you luck. Ezra is she's the guardian in the mist, and I pray that she protects you on your endeavors. So, as long as Tunk allows her to, she's going to place one around Tunk's neck,
Yeah.
and then she takes another one, and as long as Jaakko allows her to, she's going to place one around Jocko's neck.
Yeah, I'll let her do it.
Good luck. May Ezra protect you, and I hope to see you again soon.
All right.
And
You will.
Next time, I mean, you can knock.
Well, no.
Okay. We won't break in next time, I promise.
You said, Mondo, you said it was a kite shield with a silver longsword and what else?
Yeah, there's a silver longsword and a sprig of belladonna.
Sprig.
I wish I had like found or come up with a picture. I knew she was going to give this to you, and I didn't even think about like getting a picture. But
Good.
I mean, it's pretty simple.
Yeah, it's Ezra's
Image.
like
Yeah.
crest and then in a necklace form. Cool.
Mhm.
And any properties to it, or just like a
None that are readily apparent.
Okay.
I mean, it's just it just seems like something she's giving you for luck.
Okay.
Luck.
All right.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Okay. Well, thank you.
Does that give us inspiration or anything?
Not that you're aware of at the moment.
Maybe later. And yeah, head back to the Raven Hill Inn.
Oh, you know what though? While we're talking about inspiration, all three of you do now have an inspiration point.
Bam.
So,
From what?
Play.
yeah, from role play, from just doing a good job, from me, generally just being pleased with how things are progressing, more or less.
Okay. Cool.
Inspiration point.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that might came in handy.
Yeah.
Who
We'll see.
knows? Who used to say?
Yeah.
So when you guys get to the inn, I see. Would you be in the common room? It's like it's kind of like later evening. The only people in there right now are some miners who just recently came back into town. They're talking about like how the sounds of the drums are drawing closer, and their mining didn't go so well. And boy, I could sure use some more whiskey.
Yeah, you know what? I think after 4 hours,
Mm-hmm.
High C woke up. He took a corner table in the room,
Mm-hmm.
and he started using his notes and what he understands of the forest. I think he would try to make some guess, like to do some weird like triangulating thing with his insane brain and try and like figure out some likely spots for the cave.
Okay.
Hmm.
They
You're
may
working
not
on
be
that.
they may not be accurate, but they're as likely as he can get with what he knows.
A couple hours after your 4 hour rest, Wen comes in. She comes in, she sits near you. She doesn't seem to be interested in bothering you or anything. You seem like, so far though, especially the way you're playing Heisey, you seem pretty focused on whatever the hell it is you're doing at the time. Would you be talking to her at all, or engaging her in conversation, or just letting her sit there watching you work?
I feel like I would give her an initial like hello, and then after that, like if she said anything,
Mhm.
she would very quickly realize that I am not really listening.
Okay.
It'd be like,
Yeah, no,
hello,
and that's
hello.
fair.
It'd be like an acknowledgement of her presence. Hello, when, and
Sure.
then it's just like suddenly there's just this intricate map handwritten from memory that's almost exact. The Phandelver is how I imagine he would have it, like
Okay.
almost exactly the city. But then as it spreads out from the center of Phandelver, it's a little bit blurrier. Not really sure what anything really looks like. So at that point, he's just kind of guesstimating. He's like, well, the last time it switched, this was here, so maybe possibly this would be here. It may rotate the hill so the cave could be here. And he's just,
Sure.
it'd be a lot of like mumbling to himself quietly
Mhm.
under his breath, but that's about the only thing coming out of my mouth.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, like she may have talked to you a couple of times. No idea what she might have said.
I might give
Like
her the
you
classic, the uh-huh.
yep. And then a couple of hours later, Tunk and Jaakko, you guys enter the Ravenhill Inn. Most of the regulars who may have been there, the types of people you saw there when you first arrived, are not in there. There are some dirty-looking miners who are pretty drunk and talking about the drums in the distance, how they're getting closer, uh, talking about how mining hasn't been all that great in a while. Yeah, it's been kind of everything we get just nothing seems to make anybody enough money to. I mean, what would you do with it anyway? I mean, we're all gonna die. We can't find the cave. And I
Oh,
mean,
jeez.
well, Athalia is not even giving us as much as she normally does. So whatever. But you do see High C is sitting there. He's drawing some sort of map. Wen sees you guys when you come in. What are Let me look at your stats really quick for just half a second, the two of you.
Oh, okay. I was like, mine? Hi.
No, not yours, Mister. I'm working on my map.
my stats? Hi.
Yeah, Tunk. You notice like especially like when you first walk in, Wen seems to be staring at Tomas like she's sad, but she's like, like you definitely get the impression that there's like something going on with her and Tomas, but you definitely do not get the impression that there's something going on with Tomas as far as like she's concerned. But she's like, she's looking at him sad, wistful maybe. But when she sees the two of you come in, she kind of like clears her head and she gestures.
Okay. So is Tunk picking up that she is somewhat like attracted to him?
Yeah, it seems like she's probably attracted to Tomas. Yeah.
Yeah, gotcha. Okay.
I don't have to look to know that's happening.
That's your girl, man. That's your girl. That's your girl, Tunk. What are you gonna do?
No, that's
no.
It's complicated.
See, I was gonna have High C notice that, but then I was like, I don't think he would.
I think, but just High C and how long he spent with the one, he would know. He doesn't have to see it.
Potentially.
There you go. Yeah, that's
like one
cool
of those
too.
things where you just know what your friend's doing because they do it every time. Like, I don't have to see to know what she's doing.
Yeah.
She's either looking at what I'm drawing or looking at Tomas. Those are the only two options.
I'll walk over to them and sit down and be like, how's it going?
I'm gonna hit him with the freakiest thing he's seen today. I'm without even looking up. Hello, Tortle.
I don't like it here. What are you doing?
He's been working on this. He's been working on a map of the area since I got here. Since before I got here, he's been working on this. Some of the disciples came back to see what had happened with those things that they sent. Tomas did a pretty good job of convincing them that you guys ran off and one of them was following. So I'm not sure what they'll be expecting. They haven't been back into town since though. So
perfect.
I'm guessing that's good. Yes.
Let's go then. Right now.
Yeah, let's go.
If they're gone, this is the best time.
I think we should go too.
Mondo, before we leave, is there any way to come up with like at least the most likely general direction from Phandelver that the cave might be, just from what I understand of the mist and all that stuff? Would I be able to, using my years of studying the mist and how it affects the terrain, maybe not like an exact locate, kind of like a locate. What spell is it? It's like it tells you in like a general direction, but doesn't tell you like exactly how far. That kind of a thing. Would I be able to figure that out?
Maybe. Give me a history check.
Don't worry, folks. I took proficiency.
And then after that, I want you to give me an Arcana
Oh,
check.
that's a bad roll though. That's an 8.
Okay, yeah. Give me an Arcana check as well.
Also have proficiency in that, and that's a 23.
Okay, so while you've been examining the mists and stuff, like some of the few people that you've actually like had conversations with, or people who have talked to you and you've tolerated their presence long enough. Again, I'm kind of guessing.
They're just
your
just long
personality.
enough to get information, man.
Right. Anyone who's mentioned the where the Wave Echo Cave was last time, however they explained it, either you got tired of their inability to explain it and just stopped paying attention to them, or they just weren't able to explain where the locations were in a great way. So now you're thinking like perhaps like if you were to get, doing your calculations and stuff and you're trying to triangulate, you feel like you've got enough knowledge of the mist that if you were able to get fairly exact spots as to where the cave has been located in the past, you may be able to ascertain where it is in the future. You're not 100% on that, but like you'd probably be able to narrow it down to one of possibly 4 places you think, if you can get those calculations right. But you would definitely need to, you would definitely need to find someone who could tell you this is where it was last time.
Okay. So with that being like, is that as like my big like the last thing if anyone looked at the journal, the last thing they would see me write is like over the whole thing, I write a big ass question mark, slam it closed, and I stand up like I'm about to go, and then it's like as I'm about to leave, I'm like I turn around, I'm like, I thought we were going to the slaughtered lamb. Are we not going? Things to do.
Yeah.
The slaughtered lamb or the manor?
The manor, whatever. I'm like, where are we going? I thought we were doing things. Come on.
Okay.
I got things to research. If we're gonna kill people, let's go kill people.
Well, okay. Let's go then.
Yeah, let's. So where did we fought them in front of the place, and then where did they run off to?
Yeah,
they ran off in this direction towards Presendar Manor.
And we've kind of been
That's
told
right.
too that that's kind of where they like to hang out, I think.
Yeah.
Well, let's head there immediately.
That's where they seem to be hanging out.
And then we know that they went north towards the Lone Boar Trail to look for us. So some people are absent.
Hey Mondo, before we leave, I actually just thought of something. Can I go to Tomas, good old buddy, old pal, friend of ours, and ask for one more like container of that oil that we used that I used to burn the third body?
Sure. Yeah, I can set you up with that. And he goes and he brings you a flask of lamp oil. Flask of oil. Yep.
So much.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna tuck that in a readily available pocket instead of in my clusterfuck of a backpack.
Sure.
And I rejoin the group. I'm like, are we ready to go?
Yeah.
I'm ready.
Right.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Fireworks time. Let's have it.
Okay. All
Cool.
right. So you guys like start heading through town. Like what sort of direction are you? Are you just gonna up the road, or are you gonna
Straight up the road, I think, and then I figure once we get closer to where it's like kind of we're going up the hill up to the manor, then we can kind of approach it in a more sneaky manner, or I can maybe lead the way.
Well, I think that this is probably what we're going to do here. So if we're starting here, right?
I don't know, what do you think?
This is what I'm thinking. So
Yeah.
instead of going up and past like the tear gas
Mercantile and everything?
we're going to come
Okay.
this way.
Okay. I'll take like the side road.
Yeah, and then basically because if the Mondo is this one, the slaughtered lamb, right?
Yeah.
Wait, I want to ping.
No, it is.
Right
Yeah,
there?
it's right there.
Yeah. Okay, so it's the bigger building.
Mhm.
Yeah, so we would go.
Yep.
I think we'd probably get to like right here, and then come this way, over that way. So like, definitely avoid the slaughtered lamb,
Sure.
Okay, yeah, sounds good.
and then get back
Okay.
on the path and go up the hill or something.
Yeah, all right, let's
I
do
mean,
that.
that's the only way we can get up there. You have to go up there.
Sure.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. No, that's pretty dope. Okay.
Pretty
All right.
dope,
So
bruh.
you guys set out. to head towards Dresendar Manor. Kind of like, going through the lower part of the town, coming up past the this farmhouse. There's some fields out back, and you come past the farmhouse, and I'm gonna drag your
And they're
tokens
waiting for you.
onto. No, but I'm gonna drag your tokens onto the thing so I can just quickly see your
Oh yeah.
get your stats on here. I definitely want to see some stats.
Rip.
Oh man, what the heck? We got a Toltos
Get
up
him outta
there.
here.
With the negative 18.
Oh no.
Wow.
Oh no. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do that.
Oh, that guy looks really beat up. Who's he?
Tunk.
Yeah.
As you guys are like walking past the farmhouse, like as you're getting towards like the trees here and such, you hear someone like behind you.
Instantly.
Uh-oh.
Around.
Like soft footprints, soft footfalls behind you.
I think I'll just swing around.
Okay.
Dragonborn Husk.
Yeah, and I mean, I think I would kind of sense that he did that, and I would do the same.
If we have to fight a Robo Toltos, dibs on killing him.
All right, so you guys swing around, quickly, and there is a small halfling child, barefoot, who lets out a small squeak, and it's like this is
A
late
small
at night too.
halfling child.
Kill it.
Small halfling child,
Burn it with fire.
who like lets out a squeak and like just when you turn around is just like and just like falls just like right on his butt.
Oh, no, here, and I'm gonna help him up. What are you doing?
Hi.
Hi.
I was just wondering. I saw you guys walking past the house. I have trouble sleeping sometimes, and I was just wondering where you were going.
We're just walking this way.
Yeah, we're
No one
kind
walks
of
past our house this time of night.
yeah, so we're kind of on a. We need to be quiet, and we're also in a hurry, so we can't really talk to you right now. I'm sorry.
You look like a turtle.
Yeah, I am.
He's not wrong.
I am one.
He's a turtle man. Okay.
I've never seen a turtle man before.
Is this the kid that Toltos met the first day?
No.
Okay.
This is
It would make me laugh so hard if it's like that's full circle for you.
My friend's not wrong. We are kind of busy.
Yeah, we're kind of in a hurry.
We're trying to go up. Yeah.
Are you guys going on an adventure?
No.
No.
Oh.
Nothing that cool. We're just going to the bar.
Someday
No.
I'm gonna be an adventurer.
Oh yeah.
Be careful. Have fun,
Mhm.
but be careful, kid. All right.
I hear stories of all sorts of adventurers, and one of these days I'm gonna be one. Because you
Oh,
guys
you're-
look like adventurers. That's why I thought maybe you were going on an adventure.
So we are adventurers. I'll tell you that, but we're not.
That's
We're
dope.
not particularly going on an adventure right now. It's more of a personal payment to make to someone.
Yeah.
You have to pay someone?
You could say that. Let's say that.
Why do you want to adventure?
You want me to roll for deception? I'm trying to. I guess I'm lying.
No,
to him.
I don't think you need to roll for deception.
I mean,
Yeah,
he's
he's
stupid.
Would
Stupid
I
little
know-
kid.
The stupid
he's
kid.
probably taking you at face value.
Hey, Mondo, would I know if there's any like wives' tales about like some weird creature that would eat you if you were being a bad kid if you go out too late?
Like boogeyman. Is there a
Oh, like
boogeyman?
there's like this is Mr. Ravenloft. There's like a million of them.
All right, could
Like a Nosferatu.
no, just like
You don't like
man,
the
I just
Nosferatu,
want like one that's specific that would fit in a 5-foot cube per se.
But a mind. What's it called a mind? Whatever.
What would be something that I could use to scare a kid into running back to their home?
like maybe a ghoul or something.
Okay, so I'll look at the kid and I'm like, haven't you heard? Hasn't your mother told you?
Told me what?
What happens to kids that leave their home too late at night?
She's always telling me what happens to kids who leave their home late at night.
She's told
Oh,
you about the ghouls, right?
and
Yeah,
mind
I know about
flayers.
ghouls. I don't know
And
what a mind
I like
flayer
put my
is.
hand over Jocko's mouth,
Okay. Okay.
and then like behind my back, I snap my fingers, and behind the
Mhm.
kid, I'm going to cast minor illusion and create the image of a ghoul.
Sure.
And I'm gonna look, and I'm like, he's already here for you, didn't you know?
Give me
Shit.
a.
And then I'm gonna do the motion where I'm like,
Oh my god, this kid's gonna get scared to death, dude.
give me a performance check.
not my strong
No,
suit.
no, don't give me a performance check. Give me
Okay.
an intelligence. We'll make that an intelligence roll.
Intelligence, just
Yeah.
straight
So I
intelligence?
mean, like, if you want to throw like, do you have a performance bonus? Like, what do you call it in it? Or
No, I'm not proficient in
Yeah, right,
performance.
it
It's
is
just a
proficient.
+2.
But so like,
if it was just base, I would have a better roll with intelligence. Like
yeah, I
in
was about to
that
say. So what's your intelligence mod?
+3, so that roll would have been a 20.
Okay. All right. So he kind of like gasps and like steps back, and he's just like, "That's pretty scary." He's just looking at you. He seems actually kind of like pleased. Like you frighten him a little, but he's just like really pleased. He's just like, "That's really scary."
It
Yeah.
is.
And you'll never have adventures with creatures like this if you don't
Can
go
you-
back to your home.
Can you make it do something cool? Can you make it dance?
No, not really.
I'd like to see it dance.
Hey,
I've
Did you
seen
go-
scarier monsters like over in the woods over there, but I mean this one's pretty scary too.
Snap my fingers again, and it just becomes a cloud of mist, and you would hear drums coming from it.
oh shit.
Can you do like a sound and a thing?
Maybe not a sound and a thing, but I figured it's. I don't know. Because my theory would be if I cast 2 minor illusions, both cantrips, one would be a sound and one would be an image. If I were to take the ghoul, turn it into mist, or maybe, you know what? Actually, never mind. I have a better plan. I'm not going to make it a mist. I'm just going to make it into a drum sound, and then I'm going to use my innate ability, and I'm going to look at the kid, and I'm like, don't you know that there are scary things out there? And I'm going to turn into mist with Misty Step as the drums start playing.
You want to use that now?
Yep. I'll use
Okay.
one.
All right.
Cool.
Okay. So he jumps back again, and he's just like, I don't like that, and he just looks at you guys and like, how far away are you going with your Misty Step?
So my minor illusions playing the drums, and I would like position myself to be crouched like right behind him with my head like right next to his head, and like when I would reappear, I'd be like, keep your eyes on the mist.
Okay. He lets out another squeak. He falls down on his bum again. But this time he gets up and he just like starts scrambling back to the house, looking over his shoulder like you're a big meanie pants.
My minor illusion turns my eyes into like a soft glow of white, like the mist.
He runs back to his house.
Cancel all my minor illusions and continue walking
Sure.
towards the manor like nothing
Okay.
happened.
Okay.
Got away with kids.
Okay.
Sometimes kids need a boogeyman.
So you guys are now approaching the manor. It is decrepit. It is pretty much a big rundown mess would be a good way of putting it, perhaps.
Mm-hmm.
The ceiling has caved in most places.
Okay.
The walls are barely standing. It doesn't look like anyone's been in there for like quite a long time.
They said that they were hiding out here. Is there any
Side
sign
entrance?
of like? I mean, it's been raining, so is there footprints that lead somewhere? Lead to like a back room, a bedroom, anything?
Holes in the wall that they can go through.
If you want to, someone can give me a survival check, and someone else could possibly, if they want to, it could give me an investigation check.
I have a plus.
I'll do an
4
investigation.
and survival. I'll roll the survival then.
I'll do investigation. That works.
16 for the survival check.
7 for investigation.
Okay.
I'm just rolling like Arcana. I've rolled fine, but everything else has been rolling like dog shit.
You're not sure if it's like just because of the rain. It's been raining like almost since you got here.
Yeah.
You don't know if it's because of the rain, but you don't see any sign of like footprints or anything leading up to the house or even like through the house, aside from the ones that you guys have just recently left. There doesn't seem to be any other sort of like trail as well. Like, taking a look back outside, unless like you guys like followed the exact paths, that someone else may have earlier through like, the higher grass. You don't even see like where some of the grass may have been this like, tramped down by any footsteps.
Oh, well, I don't know. Either someone's information's wrong or something's happening here. They told us that this was their hideout, but there's no sign at all. I can't see any tracks. I don't see any, any ripped clothes or robes or food uneaten or scraps. Nothing. It's
Weird.
Well, what?
I mean, should we just go up? I mean, should we just kind of sneak up there and see what's going on?
Might as
Well, you
go.
guys are like at the house now.
Oh, we're at.
I
Okay.
think you're at the house. I mean,
It
that was the
doesn't say-
impression I got.
Yeah.
If you're not at the house, like, yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, where could they be? They couldn't all have left.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, let's think about this. Okay, if you were in,
I'm gonna go in the house then. If it's.
if you were, where would you hide? If this was your place of operations, where are you hiding?
Not in a house, right in town.
Well,
That's for sure.
all I'm
I don't
trying to
know.
say is they said that they were using this place as at least a place of meeting or something, but there's no signs. So, is there an upstairs, Mondo, or is that completely blown out like the image on the screen?
it is
there?
completely blown out like the image on the screen.
Okay.
Yeah, that's pretty much what you were looking at. The image is pretty,
Okay.
it's pretty accurate.
Well,
They're like a basement with an access outside. Like
Yeah, is it like a cellar type thing?
Not that you see from where you are. I mean, like you guys are up top here. There doesn't seem to be any sort of like cellar. There's no visible cellar door like underneath the rubble and stuff.
If we turn around and look out kind of off of like the hill, can we see fires anywhere or anything like out on the outskirts of the city?
Like away from the town proper.
Yeah, like
Like,
just it looks like it's pretty pretty elevated where that house sits.
Yeah.
So I'm just saying like it like looking out from up top on that little hillside, can we see anything,
Yeah, I mean, the only lights you see are like there's a few lights like in the town proper itself. There doesn't seem to be anything like on any of the other like outskirts.
Okay.
While you're looking though, do me a favor, give me a perception check.
Okay. What?
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
So Tunk, what were you thinking?
well, my initial thought was, okay, there's got to be they got to either be above us in an attic or
Man.
something of that nature, or they got to be below us. Like in terms of if this was a place where you were going to stay. But you said that there's no cellar door, so the only thing I could think of, guys, is to potentially walk, I don't know, the hillside and to see if there's I don't know, a cave entrance, or maybe there's a well. I don't know. It doesn't make sense. Several different citizens here have told us they come up. This is where they hang out.
Yeah. So where are they?
Exactly. So, we could walk the outside, and see if there's something we missed.
Yeah, I think so.
Something we missed.
So you want to walk around like the outside, like around this like top part of the hill?
Yeah, I think I'm just going to, go around the top part where the manor is and see if there's like I said, like a well or something. And if there's not, then maybe go down to like this section and then down to the other ones.
And as I walk around, I would like to cast See Invisibility at 2nd level.
Interesting.
You're gonna cast See Invisibility. Okay.
Sure.
For the duration, you can see invisible creatures, objects as if they were visible, and you can see into the ethereal plane. Oh.
Ethereal creatures and objects appear ghostly and translucent for 1 hour.
Okay. You don't see anything like that, but it's good for an hour. So, is it concentration or no? It's just like
Divination.
It doesn't look like it.
No.
All right. So for the next hour, you're doing that. Okay.
Pretty cool,
You don't find any sort of well or anything else on this top layer of the hill. Tunk, I would like you to give me a perception check.
Yeah. $16.
Okay, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
So you guys were going down to the 2nd level of the hill?
Mm-hmm.
As you are heading down to the 2nd level of the hill, behind a bush, you see a little bit of movement.
Movement? Okay.
Yeah, like behind like this bush here. Like as you're coming like this way, there's like a little bit of movement.
Okay. I am going to flip my spear around so it's the blunt end, and I'm just going to poke into it. I think, I knew, okay. Tunk had an idea.
Yeah, so you do that, and like, you hear a little squeak, and the kid like falls out from behind the bush, like lands on his butt.
Well, look what we have here. Not so scared of things after all. What's your name, kid?
I have to pull that thing back up now again. My name is Placeholder. I think my name is River.
River?
I'm double checking that, but I think my name is River. My name is River. Yes, my name is River. I'm River Softhill.
Well, River, my name is Tunk. It's nice to meet you. You're definitely brave for your age. So I think you've earned it yourself a little something. We are looking for the people who have been staying here, the disciples. Do you know where they might be?
Guys.
We don't either.
No, my mom says I shouldn't come up here at all because, like, everyone says this is where the disciples like hang out. I figured you were coming to beat them up, so I was just like, I want to watch.
Yeah, we are coming to beat them up, but we don't know where they're at.
Yeah, they're not here.
Well, I know that if you go around to the backside of the hill, there's an old door that I'm not allowed to go near. I went near it once on a dare, and then I didn't like the feel I was getting from it, so I ran off. And then I know there's that tunnel that the monsters came out of, but I wouldn't advise you use that tunnel because monsters came out of it.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so there's a tunnel, and then there's on the backside of the hill. There's an entrance through a door.
There was a door. It was a spooky-looking door. It was all old and like scratched up and stuff. And yeah, I was supposed to go all the way up and touch it, and then knock on the door. I went up and I touched it. I didn't knock though because I didn't like the feeling I got. It was kind of ooky. The other kids kind of laughed at me, but that's okay because I'm still here. I mean, they are too. I'm not trying to imply that something bad happened to them. You know, but I had a feeling that it just would have been bad to knock on that door.
Well, you're probably right. So it's a good thing that you didn't. Okay, well, here's what we'll do. I'm gonna hand him the pouch that has my dice in it.
Mm-hmm.
These are my favorite dice. I made them myself from back home.
Oh.
And I wouldn't leave here without them. So when we're done, I'll come back and get them. And then you can ask me questions, or maybe I can help you, practice your adventuring.
Will you show me how to use that spear?
I would love to show you how to use the spear.
I can make a spear. I had a spear once. My mom took it away. She said she didn't want me playing with spears. I'm gonna go make another spear, and I'll hold on to your dice, Mr. Tunk.
Okay, hide the spear.
I won't let anything bad happen to them.
Good. I'll be back for him.
Okay, and he runs off.
Well, looks like we have our way in.
Yep.
Mothers must love
Let's
you.
do it.
Some mothers. Yours.
I don't know mine, so that'd be hard.
Don't say it.
And Wen is with you as well. I mean, she hasn't said much. Wen has just been kind of like watching everything with like, interest. She's been like helping look around and stuff, but she is with you. Don't forget.
Like you said, don't say. It's like, I don't know what you want me to not say.
No,
I just don't know her. She could be dead. I don't know if that's what you're looking for.
No. I hope she's not. I say I don't want to go towards the door. It seems different, We might as well go towards the tunnel where the creatures came out of. Right?
Do I see anything looking at the door with see invisibility? Do I see any like arcane symbols hidden on it or anything like that?
So you're going around to the back end to look for the door?
I do. I want to go look at it at least from a distance.
If he starts crunching over there, yeah, for sure.
Okay. Yeah, you can definitely do that. You go around looking at the door.
I do it all sneaky like.
So the door is pretty much like River advertised. It is an old wooden door. It looks pretty beat up. And it does kind of feel kind of like, it looks kind of dark and spooky. It looks kind of evil and like not wonderful. It doesn't look like a wonderful door.
Okay.
Can I inspect it without touching
Yikes.
What would you be looking for?
Mostly arcane symbols.
Sure, go ahead and give me an Arcana
Anywhere
check.
on the door or the doorway or something around the door. Like something
there's
that
definitely...
Arcana.
Gotcha,
The only thing
yeah.
I've rolled good today, but I rolled a 10.
Yeah, there's definitely nothing visible. Like there's nothing obvious. But especially since you're using your see invisibility, you're looking for possibly any like some runes that might be hidden or something. But the door just seems like a regular door. It just it's an old wrecked abandoned house. Looks like a haunted house kind of door. You don't think there's anything really necessarily aside from just looking spooky.
Gotcha. Well,
It's just a
looks
spooky door, boys.
Yeah, it looks like maybe just kids being scared, which makes sense. Want me to go first?
I would tell that kid that he has no future in adventuring if this is his greatest fear, and then I'll open the door.
What were you doing when you were a kid?
Reading.
So not adventuring.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I was just reading about doors.
I wouldn't even consider myself an adventurer. I'm just a dude who likes to study.
Wow. Coming from somebody who...
And why are you trying to kill these dudes with us?
Because I was asked to help you.
Okay.
Oh,
A very good friend of mine asked me to help you.
Yeah,
and I don't like
she's right there.
Yeah. I just didn't want to be direct about it because it's kind of weird if someone you don't know asks someone else that you don't know to help you. It was just it seemed like a clear chain of logic to me.
No, that's fair. But
No.
no.
Get rid of Toltos again. I should take him out of the character folder so when I drag and drop.
God,
it
does anyone else
doesn't
see this really beat up looking dead body walking around with us? It's
I don't see. I
freaking
just
me
see
out.
the map, the Phandelver map. Should I refresh maybe?
No.
No. I haven't.
He took
put
it
you
off.
there yet.
He took it off.
Yeah, and I took Toltos off before.
It's
Yeah.
just like every once in a while the token reappears. I'm like, this is kind of fucked up. Anyone else see this body disappearing?
I think
This is Jaakko having like some nightmarish
let me put-
visions of Toltos.
I think
Let me put a
River's
little-
gonna be okay. Stuff like
put a
this I
little-
think scares a lot of people.
A little
So
light.
even now. Yeah, I'm still on the Phandelver map. Is everyone still on the Phandelver map?
Yeah.
Yep,
No, you're all
okay,
still
okay,
on the
okay.
Fenelon. Yeah, I'm just setting up. I
There we
wanted to
go.
make sure that, like, yeah. So this is the door.
Okay, I'll push it open.
Yeah, absolutely. You should
If
be
it's
able
open.
to just.
Am I
actually
crazy or does anyone else see words?
Words?
See what?
I see words up above us.
5th day, 11th
What kind of
of
words?
Ink bed, ict door, applies, door, haggis. Because the
Oh,
word,
yeah,
I'm
you're-
obviously the words are cut off,
Yeah,
but
you're the only one. Oh my god.
That's
Okay, it's
That's
very
kinda-
dark
that's
in there. And I don't. Do I have dark?
I want to see what you guys see. Dang it, Bacon. Why do you have?
I don't have any dark vision.
I don't know
No.
either.
Oh,
I
that's
forgot.
right. I have dark vision. I forgot. New character guy.
Okay,
Okay.
I'm gonna light
hang
a
on
torch.
a second. Okay. Yeah. Absolutely.
I 100% forgot that I am half elf now.
I can never fucking light this goddamn torch on this thing. Let me try if
It
I
looked
do
like
it
it
this
had
way.
it.
Did it?
Yeah. I mean, I could see some
Let me go here.
light. Oh, maybe not. Okay, hang on. There you go.
Yeah,
There's
there.
torch.
Ooh, okay, okay.
All right.
Okay, come on in, guys. Come in. It kind of looks pretty.
Okay. So the door opens to a 5-foot wide landing with about 15 feet above.
Oh, that's a
cellar.
staircase. Okay, I see.
Yes. There are stone steps descending to the floor in 2 short flights. There is another door beneath the stairs to the north,
Gotcha.
and there is a large stone cistern in the western part of the room, whose walls are lined with kegs and barrels. It looks to be like an old storage cellar.
Gotcha. So just for time before we continue and press on, what do we want to do?
Yeah,
I'm good with going like a little longer. Since I caused us to be a little late, so I mean we can go a little bit longer if that's good with you guys. If you guys have nothing to do, we can leave it here. Whatever you guys would like to do.
I can go for until like 8:15.
All right, why don't we go a little bit longer?
Okay.
Let's just
Because I know
big-
Jordan's got work too, so gotta be mindful of that.
Yes, sir.
Okay, it looks like a storage chamber.
Mhm.
I don't. No, it's pretty harmless so far. I mean, any footprints, mud footprints on the floor? Boot prints, I should say.
Give me an investigation check or a survival check, whatever you're best at. If you're good at survival,
then.
yeah.
Do
you're
I
looking for,
see
like,
any
footprints.
ghosty things?
You don't see any ghosts.
That is a 10 in survival.
For the next
Um,
hour, I'm just gonna ask if I see ghosty things.
You currently do not see any footprints.
Okay. It doesn't look
Jaakko,
like
you keep messing with the door.
How do I open it? How do I open
it's
it?
open.
I'm
You
trying-
can push forward.
It's
You should be
open.
good.
Just go through.
I can't go through. Oh, there it goes.
You can't go straight down. You have to go down the staircase.
Come here, guys.
Is this water still running? Like, is it? It looks like there's kind of like bubbles, like right here. Is it still kind of running like a fountain? I assume.
You have to literally.
Yeah,
go
there
down, like,
is
the
water.
bathroom.
There is water coming out of the cistern.
Oh, okay. There's still water. I'm gonna walk over to this barrel and check out and see what's inside of it.
Jocko's gonna look at himself in the reflection on this water
Okay.
and just shake his head. Say,
Damn.
All right. Ba, 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 ba. Give me a second. So you are looking in like one of the bigger barrels or the little barrels? Doesn't matter.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. I don't care.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, they're all kind of labeled. Like one says like salted pork, one says beef, one says
Gotcha.
flour, sugar. Opening one of them up, like sure enough, it's like there is sugar in one of those smaller barrels.
Gotcha. Okay, guys, there's supplies. There's food, water, sugar. They're definitely staying here, or at least someone is. We got kind of two choices. There's the door here, and then there's this door. Want me to check this out?
While before they answer you, so Jaakko, you were looking at your reflection in the water.
Yeah.
Okay, it looks like the cistern is probably about like 10 feet deep. The water seems like it's fresh. It's not like murky or anything. The rim is about 2 feet higher than the surrounding floor. So you figure it's probably like 8 feet deep of water. It's like, the whole thing is like 10 feet. The cistern is like 10 feet on its own. And yeah, it's probably like 8 feet deep. There are some drain pipes over here. And that's, that's what the water is coming out of. It looks like just a couple of drain pipes.
Okay.
I'm gonna check out through here, and I'm gonna quietly try and open the store.
Okay.
I'm gonna follow him.
Oh, I can't open it. Okay, Jaakko, here we go.
I think you can, didn't you?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, it's opened.
Yeah. Okay, you open the door.
Can I go in or no?
Three disciples. Yeah, three disciples like turn around and look at you.
Oh shit.
And yeah, they just like that's what they say, Jaakko. They're like, oh shit.
Okay.
And they are going to jump up.
And I'm gonna say, my name is Tunk, and you killed my friend Toltos. Prepare to die.
Oh, geez.
Prepare to die.
You are all about the same level of surprise, so there will not be a surprise round. However, this would probably be a good place to cliffhanger. We'll get into the fight next time. Because if we're only going like another like 10 minutes or so, the fight would probably take longer than that.
Who knows? Okay, we will end it there. We will be back next week, guys. I should be able to go live. Last week I couldn't go live for working Wednesday because of work, but I should be able to go live, but just be watching Twitter for that. Let's see. What was I going to say? Oh, this is something that I wanted to show you guys earlier, but I didn't get the chance. I got this thing at my local game store. It's called the Deck of Stories and Genesis box. I guess it was on Kickstarter, and it basically has like character prompts. Or not character prompts, excuse me, like story prompts. But it does it in this weird, like this cool way where it has, it's called the ORC system, where the O is opening, what do they call it? Opening action, and then the R is rising action, and the C is climactic action. So if you pair the ones that have like O, R, and C together, it forms like a story, yeah. Or at least gets you started on one. And there's like 50 different cards, and then they also have sensory
Opening, rise, climax.
Yeah, like a normal story, yeah, but kind of cool. And then they also have sensory cards, so like a toxic smell of fumes hangs suspended in the air. And then they also have NPC cards that have like personality traits, quirks, secrets, all different sorts of stuff. So it's kind of a cool like, oh shit, if you're a DM and you're DMing in person and maybe you don't have things that are automatically made, or you need to pull something. It's called the Deck of Stories. And actually, the Deck of Stories is available on Roll20 as well to buy. So that might be kind of cool. I don't know. I picked it up this weekend.
Sounds cool.
Yeah, it was really cool. Like the first thing on here is a meteor crashes.
It's on Amazon.
Hell yeah. I think it's like $15 or something like that. It's not that bad.
It's $34.95.
Roll20, it's cheaper, yeah. But a meteor crashes near town. It causes several wildfires you must put out. And then there's like next steps. It says, was part of the town set ablaze? Was the meteor just rock and ice? Or like, what was it, So it was kind of a cool...
It has a bunch of different things for it on Amazon. It has the Genesis.
Yeah, that's one I got.
Then there's an NPC booster pack, NPC booster pack 2,
That's
Volume
awesome.
1 and Volume 2.
Yeah, it was kind of a
NPC
cool
booster pack.
Yeah, it was kind of a cool little pack, and I always like to talk about some cool stuff that I find at local game stores. So, yeah. Anyway,
thanks for making me spend more money, Bacon.
yeah, you are absolutely.
I'm
welcome.
putting it on.
You're,
I am adding it to a wish list.
Yeah, actually, that's what I'm gonna do too. Like
your
I
shelf
made,
behind you, with all your D&D books slowly waning. Just bending a little
shelves.
bit. Looks good.
I
Yeah.
need new shelves.
So, but thank you guys so much for watching. We really
you want
appreciate
mine?
it. Yeah, your bookshelf looks good. Mine's got a little empty.
Fucking massive. It's not even mine. It's my roommate's dad's.
Nice. Well, we will be live for sure next Tuesday. I should be able to do some form of working Wednesday tomorrow. If I do, it will be doing the West Marches stuff. Jordan's gonna play in our first West Marches game, which is on Wednesday next week. So we'll have a double dose of being able to play games with Jordan.
Hell yeah.
So it'll be
Nice.
cool. We'll get to hang out and play at the table. It should be a good time. But other than
And
that,
then
guys,
you'll get me a plane ticket to come play with you guys.
that would be sweet, dude. I would love to get you over
The
here.
airfare is probably not that much, I would imagine, from
Well,
there to here.
We'll look at. Yeah, it can't be that bad. But we'll be back, and thank you guys so much. Follow us on Twitter for any updates. Join the Discord, all that good stuff. But we'll talk to you guys soon. See ya.
All right, adios.
Have a good night.
Good night.